thank you so much for joining me. I'm Spartan G Gaming. This is Infinite Warfare. I've got the gold camo now for the pistol EMC, which I'm really pleased about, guys. It looks really superb in gold. And it was really easy, guys. There was really nothing that hard about it. I actually made it even harder for myself by setting myself a challenge when it came to the headshots. So this video is specifically going to be about headshots because I know still there's many of you out there who are struggling with the headshots. But I'm going to prove to you that you can do this without any attachments whatsoever. But also, if you do still want to use attachments and you find it easier with attachments, you can still as well. I'm going to give you a couple of options to use. But getting the 160 headshots without any attachments was a challenge for myself, and it was really easy. There was nothing that hard about it. So there are different variations of the guns, guys, that you know you can get out there. Yours are going to be probably slightly different to mine, but you can get the variations through the supply drops. You can get them through the Quartermaster by spending salvage. I liked personally using the Mulligan, which is a rare weapon, because any bullets that you missed with would replenish back to your ammo stock. So that's really good. That was the one that I preferred most of all, but you can have whatever you want. But like I said, you can get these guns, the different variations, especially if you're not going to use any attachments because they have attachments on the gun already provided for you. But through the Quartermaster by spending salvage. And remember where you get your salvage from. You can get them from supply drops, you can get them through mission, team, gameplay, through when you get up to the required level. But you can also get them from logging in every day. Now, I wouldn't say you get the salvage every day. Sometimes you do get the common supply drops and maybe rare supply drops, but most of the time you can get salvage through logging in just every day. I never did get up to that epic version of the EMC, but maybe one day in the future I will use that. But like I said, this challenge that I set for myself was to get 160 headshots in total without any attachments whatsoever. But if you do want to use attachments, there are a couple that can help you. The Faraday Slug should increase the lethality of any headshots, okay? It will increase the headshot damage, but it's nothing like the high caliber that we were using in Black Ops 3. I remember in Black Ops 3, using the high caliber, you could shoot the enemy's foot and it would still shoot their head, which was quite funny, but also awesome to use. The Faraday Slug is nothing like that. You still, I find, have to zoom into the enemy head to still get that headshot kill. So it's not that great, guys. That's why I would say not to use any attachments at all. But another great one to use if you do want to use it, at least to get the first couple of 100 kills, is that Auto Sear. It will make your pistol a full auto weapon. So that is pretty cool to use in the first couple of 100 kills if you want to. But you can use attachments if you want, guys. I didn't for this challenge, as I said. But in regards to the perks, I would use Ghost and Overclock. I'm going to show you how Overclock will help later on, guys, when we do start to use our payloads with the characters that we use in. That will help with headshots. Also the Momentum in perk 2, and also Tracker and Gung Ho. This is my setup, guys. You don't have to have this, but I would normally recommend in perk 3, instead of Gung Ho, to have Dead Silence on. The only reason I can't use Dead Silence at the moment for, and I normally would, because it's locked at the moment. It won't unlock again until I get to level 43, but I just prestige up not so long ago, so that's why I can't use it. In regards to the lethals and the tacticals, you can use whatever you want. I'm just going to show you my options, guys. This is what I play with. I use the button layout as tactical. You can have whatever you want, but this is just what I prefer, guys. I like using the right stick to prone and crouch rather than I do to use the button, which is B on Xbox One or circle on PS4. My horizontal and vertical sensitivity is up to 16, so it is quite high, but you can have whatever you want. But I'm just showing you my setup because obviously you'll want to know how I did this without any attachments whatsoever. And like I said, I found it so easy, guys. It really was easy. Now, this first few videos that I'm going to show you are right at the start when I was getting up through the first couple of 100 kills for the camos to unlock the headshot challenges. And I'm just showing you as well, guys, even without any attachments. I did use the Auto Sear while I was going for the 200 kills. I must put my hand up to that. But like I said, the challenge was that I set myself was just when I started the 160 headshots was to use no attachments whatsoever. So the first couple of 100 kills you can use whatever you want, guys. And I'm just showing you how damaging this EMC pistol is. You can see that if you run and gun, you keep on the move, this gun can be very devastating. I would recommend using game modes such as Hardcore. You can still make it easy for yourself in Standard Core mode. The gun still works roughly in the same way, but I just found Hardcore a lot more easier. But a great thing I can say about this gun was it was so much fun to use. I don't know whether it's because it's a small weapon that you've got in your hand there. You know it's a little bit less devastating than what a submachine gun would be or an assault rifle. But Just that challenge in itself of trying to get that aim on, trying to get that enemy, just makes it a little bit more rewarding, I think. And I just loved using it from start to finish. I love this gun. I think I will still have this set up as a secondary weapon no matter what other primary weapon that I'm going to be using. But if you are not going to use any attachments like myself, guys, this is the first tip that I can give you. Now, this made up for at least 90% of my headshots, is searching for static players. I know a lot of you would say this isn't very strategic, but when you're talking about 90% of my headshots that I got on static players, you can't grumble at that, guys. But you need to search for them. You're not going to get these static players getting the headshots on them if you're camping in a corner at the back of the map. It's just not going to happen. You need to search for them, which is what I've done through most of my gameplay while I was going for the headshots with the EMC pistol. They are everywhere, guys. You just need to find them. I've never played a game where I didn't find a static player. Some games you'll get 5 to 10 static players in a game where they just stand there. Sometimes you'll get maybe 2 or 3 who are just camping there but they don't see you coming in. Most of the time they're just facing the wall. They're out of the game, they don't care. But you've got to search for them, so run and gun, look out for them, and it will make for such an easy headshot kill. Remember, 160 headshots is quite a lot, so you need to make it as easy as you possibly can for yourself. And like that, because they are static, you don't actually have to have any attachments on. That's what made it that much more easier. So you've got to use it to your advantage, guys. I'm just showing you a small portion of the headshots I got with static players. Now, number 2, this is where now we're going to use the specialist characters. Phantom now, the active camo. When you do use the active camo, when it's ready to use, it does make for a good opportunity to get a nice headshot. But remember, you can still be slightly seen by the enemy. You don't become completely invisible. They still slightly see you. So you've got to be a bit crafty with it. And you can make for an easy headshot. Remember, as soon as you do fire your first bullet off, it's going to make you visible again. So you just got to make sure that you don't misfire. But the active camo can really help. And the great thing about active camo is when you do use the ability, you can still see the enemy in front of you. Unlike my tip number 3, while you're using the FTL character, using the phase shift. Now, the phase shift is slightly different, but it's still a great advantage to use for headshots. When you do use the phase shift, you'll become completely kind of invisible, but also you will not see where the enemy are. So I would recommend when using the phase shift to come up against the wall when you use it, keep your back away from enemy, and also you'll find that you'll have the enemy in front of you making for an easy headshot. But above all, guys, because there are 160 in total headshots, you need to keep cool, you need to be very, very patient. It will come. Like I said, I did these 160 headshots without any attachments whatsoever, but I found it really easy. Use that tactic, like I said, search for your enemy players, run and gun, static players I meant to say, guys, but they are out there. Keep to the walls, keep to the sides, they're another little things that can help you, but just keep patient, they will come. But if I can do it without any attachments, you can do it very easy with attachments. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.